Segment is sponsored in part by Tally. Get out of credit card debt years faster.
Well, a new year is a new opportunity for a fresh financial start. Over the last 2 years, more than half of Americans who already had credit card balances added to their debt during the pandemic. And we all know getting into credit card debt is so easy. Getting out of it can just be downright overwhelming. So today we're going to talk about ways to tackle it and pay it off for good. Joining us now is certified financial planner Bobbi Rebell, personal finance expert at Tally. Good to see you again, Bobbi.
So nice to see you too, Marisol.
So what people want to pay off their credit card debt, but don't know where to start. So what is your advice?
Well, I am all about taking the easy way out, and you can do that using the Tally app. The Tally app it's a popular debt payoff app, and what it will do is it will put all of your credit card information in the app with the interest rates and when things are due, what the balances are, and it will figure out the most efficient way for you to pay it off in the quickest amount of time, and therefore save you as much money as possible.
I love that because, you know, we've done segments before, and certainly in my own personal life, I've thought about, okay, how do I tackle credit card debt? What is the secret algorithm? But in your experience, what is it that makes credit card debt so overwhelming?
You know, Marisol, credit card debt can become a vicious cycle. And what happens is we sort of get into this snowball mentality where we pay part of it, but then the interest rates take over and it becomes a bigger and bigger pile of debt. And it can feel overwhelming. So much so that, for example, recent Tally research found that people compare the stress of managing their credit card debt to the stress and anxiety of waiting for medical test results. And that's pretty dramatic. So yeah, we want to get that under control. That is just too much.
Oh my gosh, I don't like that.
I know.
Oh my God. So how does Tally make paying off said credit card debt easier for those who have a hard time even just looking at their bills? I know you get the bill in the mailbox, and I've been there. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll deal with this later.
I know. You don't even want to open them. You don't even want to face your numbers. But the first thing you have to do is just that. You need to face the numbers. So what Tally does, you know, as I said, you put your information in, all the relevant credit card information, and it's going to look at your financial profile that it creates and make a personalized recommendation plan for you. So that's really important. So you're going to put all of them in, and you're going to list, as it says there, you're going to list how much you owe and your interest rates. What Tally can also do for you is it can speed up the process if you qualify, by giving you a line of credit that's going to be a lower interest rate than you could get on your own, because what Tally does is it acts as a sort of a wholesale retailer, and therefore it can get you rates that we can't always get access to and save us potentially thousands of dollars.
Just to follow up on that question, so Tally can offer a low interest line of credit.
Yes.
For everyone,
Exactly.
or is there some sort of algorithm?
So that is such a good question. I'm so glad you asked that. So you do have to have a FICO score of about 580, but there's ways to get there by making sure that you pay your credit card bills on time. And there's lots of information on the Tally website about how to do that. But if you qualify, you can tap into Tally's line of credit, which, as I mentioned, is going to get you a lower interest rate that they can get access to, and it can save you a ton of money. And by the way, it's important to realize that you're not alone. Tally, I should say more than half of people that had credit card debt increased it over the pandemic. So this is something that is a very common issue, and that's why it's important to get your debt under control.
Right, and so many of us are just trying to pay down those interest rates, which is crazy because you're paying down nothing, really.
Yes, and by the way, interest rates, we're very worried about inflation. They're going up, so this is more important than ever.
Yeah, so Bobbi, how does Tally help the average person in this endeavor?
So the average person, as I said, what you want to do is take the stress out of it. So Tally is going to help you put everything into one place, managing your credit cards in that app and seeing it all. You can lay out exactly what's going on and make a plan. And as we mentioned, facing the numbers is the most important thing because we do have so much debt. And it also will let you know that you're not alone. Americans have close to $1 trillion in credit card debt. So we are paying billions, Marisol, billions in interest and late fees. And we want that to go away. We want to solve that problem. In the new year, we all kind of have a financial hangover, right? After spending so much in the fall. And so it's really important that we take the time, make a plan, put those numbers into the Tally app and get going, and, you know, put our financial health first as well. We're putting our health first, so important. Put our financial health first with Tally.
Financial health is health. Bobbi, tell us where we can get access to Tally.
So you can get more information at meettally.com, which will set you up with the app and also give you a ton of other financial resources. I have a blog there with lots of great information for people to set everyone up for success in the new year.
I love that. If I do it, will it say looks good, Marisol? I like that it's personalized.
Absolutely.
I need someone to tell me.
Absolutely. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to the engineers. We'll see what we can do about that. We're gonna work on that.
Thank you so much, Bobbi. It's always great to have you on the broadcast. Wonderful information to help people stick to their financial goals this year and hopefully beyond.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Let's